Yeah, the Boys are back in town. What do you think about that? We got halftime. First of all, we got to get an intro song. So maybe like our fans, and I'll get this branding here off. Maybe our fans can help us out with. Oh, by the way, this is going on right now. We're just crushing it, having a great game, man. We're on game 2. It's halftime. Give people, if they want to, switch on over to this channel. Okay, and we get a
little something different.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what am I hearing in the background? That's what I want to know. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think I had Bluetooth going on, and like the game was starting up. I want to watch the game, but I can't have any volume on that there. Oh yeah. So hey, you know what I got going on in the background? You'll like this. 1987, Penn State versus Notre Dame. Circa the most famous. Well, no, I shouldn't say the most famous player. There are other players from Jersey. First of all, my guess is D'Onofrio must be on one of these teams from Penn State.
Linebacker.
You're right. And then he was the star from North Bergen. I think he was from originally. And then I think I see Trey Bauer from Paramus over there playing. But you know what? I'm just not 100%. Yeah, Trey Bauer from Paramus. You wouldn't even know the name, but Paramus High School, believe it or not. Penn State or from Paramus High School. Used to be a Power. Well, maybe not a big Power. A Power. But anyway, so I just dated myself once again. By the way, the unis are great. The neck rolls. I see the neck roll. You know who wore a neck roll when he was in college?
Every linebacker between 1980 and
2000.
You did?
Yeah, I wore a neck roll, but not the. I had the what do you call it? They used to call them the cowboy collar. The one that had a little flex to it. I didn't like the First of all, I thought those were dangerous. The old
the fact that you couldn't move your neck.
Yeah, the cowboy collar, like if you got jacked,
allowed you to have your head on a swivel.
If you got jacked back, it kind of would jack it back and.
Yeah, but hopefully that wasn't the case.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, when you tackled, your neck got jarred back.
Hopefully nobody knocked you back was the thing.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the bad plays.
I think after once you graduate, I don't think
you remember the bad plays. Come on, you remember your bad plays. You don't remember like
my first varsity catch was a horrible play.
I remember the good plays, but I have to think about them more because the bad ones stick in my head. Like most of them were good, so. The bad ones play in my head.
My first varsity high school play was horrific, and my first collegiate play was horrific.
Oh man, yeah. I wish we could have as many concurrent followers as we do on the on our All American game. We got right now. Have 338 concurrent followers watching the game. It's pretty cool.
300 people watching the game live. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's 338, and it's concurrent, and there's like and when
what age group is playing now?
The juniors.
Which is what the juniors as far as like what is it, class?
Yeah, 2022, yeah. So
nationwide.
You gotta love it. I've been sharing our podcasts and stuff, and some of the groups that I'm a fan of, a part of, complained. I love it.
Complained about our podcast?
No, complained about it being put in their group. They don't want to listen to two handsome devils like us speak. They want to talk about Rutgers basketball. So I think that was the one that screw us, Rutgers basketball. But
they're playing well, but they're without their best player tonight because he rolled his ankle in practice. But that's all right. Pretend like we don't pay attention to college sports, or at least I know you're not a big basketball guy, but I just pay attention to sports in general.
I like basketball. Listen, when UConn was
I mean, look, are we football first guys? Yeah, but
I'm a Big East guy.
Man.
I'm a Big East
guy.
I can't take the I don't even know what the conference is called that was the Big East. The Big East was basketball. Like and you were obviously a kid, not a kid. You were probably,
yeah, but you got to remember, I grew up with family that went to Seton Hall.
Yeah, Big East ACC
Big East basketball, man.
Remember the Big East ACC challenge to kick off the year and everything?
Just the Big East tournament in general. UConn, Syracuse, Georgetown, Seton Hall, St. John's, Pitt. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is what it is, brother. Is what it is.
Who's this guy? Tell me who this guy is. This just came into my feed as I went to go share the podcast. See this guy right here, number 36. See him? There he is.
Oh, they put you in the front row.
Oh yeah, this is my senior year.
Those pads look a little big.
My pads are huge. I didn't want huge pads. They give me huge pads.
Maybe to make you actually look like
there's Pete Conley next to me. So you know Pete.
That's my game breaker guy.
Yeah, there he is right next to me.
Pete's excellent.
Yeah, he was yoked up back in the day.
He loves UConn.
He's a UConn dude all the way, man. Let's see if there's someone else you might know. I think we gotta go see if
Where's the dude I just met this weekend or last weekend with his son?
Who? Lenny? Lenny's older. He's not in this picture.
Oh, okay.
And Matt DiGennaro is also older. He's not in this picture. Shane Stafford's in here somewhere. He must be more towards the back.
Number 7 and 8 look kind of tiny.
7, that's one of the 7 and 8. They were good friends of mine. Mike Walker's now he's nice. He's actually 6 feet. I don't know why it looks like he must be slouched down.
Number 8 or number 7?
8 is 6 feet. Yeah, he's 6 feet tall.
Wow, that's crazy.
So you know how I'm smart, man. Look how tall I sit.
65 looks like a big human.
65 is huge. 75 is huge. 65 was 6'3", 305. 75 was 6'4", 300. 95 was our 3 tech. He was really good.
I was just going to say, good Lord.
He was good. He was 3 tech. He was
67 looks like a big human.
Who?
67 right there, smack in the middle.
67. I think he played offensive line his last year. Originally was a DN, very good, but they flipped him over because he was very athletic.
Yeah,
he's not quite as big, but he was like probably 6'4".
Well, you can tell he's got the core tight and the shoulders back. It's not his first day at a team picture.
No, he's athletic. He was 6'4" probably, but he wasn't as heavy. He was probably like 275, but he was athletic. And this was our long snap. Well, his name is – I don't know why his name's not coming up over here, and it's number 60. But he was our long snapper. His nickname was the Colonel. Because you know why his nickname was the Colonel?
Interesting.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he fought in Desert Storm. He was a little bit older. He was our long snapper. He basically just fired the thing back there and ran as fast as he could. Now, here's what's great. This guy right here was the equipment manager. He is now the equipment manager for Air Force, although he may have retired this year. This guy's still the trainer there. I'm looking for it's one of these 3 guys was the GM for the Lions who just got fired.
Oh, okay.
Quinn, it's one of these young guys. They were equipment managers. I don't remember exactly what he looks like, but when he was young, but he was one of the equipment managers and he was the GM of the Lions. I don't know why, since he never played football. But he moved up because he was a Belichick guy, which we're going to talk about today. I have that in the thing because I want to talk about Patriots, value of Brady, and why his proteges, other than Brian Flores, looks like it's Brian Flores, right? He looks like
head coach of Miami.
He looks like he's got a good chance. I think he's got a better demeanor. This lady right here is a trainer at Hasbrook Heights. Believe it or not, Hasbrook Heights, longtime trainer for them. She went to UConn. See, Dennis Moynihan was at Ball State special teams coordinator, and career kind of spiraled a little bit. I don't know where this guy was, but he was at like 3 big places. I'm not sure where he is now. That's Coach Kogel played at Penn State. You can see how big he is. He was a little bit older at the time, so I think he ended up. Coach Hargraves, my linebacker coach, who was Miami linebacker coach with little stars like Dan Morgan, Vilma, all those guys. And now I think he's Houston, maybe special teams. Nick Rapone, he is the DB's coach for the Tampa Bay Bucks right now. Okay.
Todd Bowles.
What's that?
Todd Bowles is the DC.
Yeah, they're all like Temple guys, coaching. They all coached at Temple, or Bowles might have played there, and then he was our DC. Then this is Skip Holtz, head coach Louisiana Tech. I don't know why he's. I guess decreased it in the middle there. Greg Hudson, whose son is a coach at Purdue, assistant coach at Purdue. I represented his son, and he was the DC at Notre Dame. I think he's taken a break for a couple of years now, but like he was DC at Notre Dame, Purdue, a couple other places. Coach Prescott, I don't know where he is anymore. Coach Fitch, okay, who was our offensive coordinator, was the interim head coach, obviously, for Vanderbilt. I don't know what's happening with the new staff, but he was the interim head coach.
Get retained.
Yeah, who knows? He probably may not. Coach McNulty, who was just recently at Rutgers, two stints at Rutgers, one under Schiano. And then I can't remember coaches. He was our tight end coach. He was enormous. Great guy. I think he stepped away from coaching. That's a lot of guys that went on to like big time stuff. And then let me find Fred Nutter, who is –
Where's McNulty now?
McNulty's I'm not sure where he is now. Good question. He's somewhere.
I know he's somewhere. I think
he's picked up. He did get picked up. He's always going to get picked up right away, you know?
Well, because he's got that experience at a bunch of places.
Yeah, because at worst he's going to be as a position coach, right? Like, you know.
Right.
Like,
what was his first name?
John. And let's see. Let me see if there's anything let's see. Anthony McKinney. This was our, by the way, our most explosive player. This little guy right here, Dak Newton. He had almost 1,100 yards receiving on 44 catches.
Yeah.
And he was literally 5'6", maybe 160. And when I say fast, like, and he was the most jacked human being I've ever seen. He was so jacked. There was someone I wanted to show. I can't find him. But one's a reporter in Connecticut. Oh, here's Stafford. Stafford's right there.
McNulty is the tight ends coach at Notre Dame.
There you go. There you go. So that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. I'm trying to see if there's any other. Yep. So that's that. I thought that you find that interesting. Not, you probably don't, but thanks for being patient with me.
I love it. I like when you look at, you know, your former coaches and stuff like that and see where these guys have gone to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting stuff, you know. So, okay, let's get out of that. And all right. So we got first I had on the agenda. I quickly summarize the All American games, but I want to talk about my 9-3 record right now as the bowl predictions. Now, what are you? Now you're like what? 4.
Let me see. Another law. So 1, 2.
Because I was
6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 5. 6 and 5 with 7 and 5 with the win because I got Texas.
Oh, okay.
And then, Wisconsin's playing right now.
So Wisconsin's winning, I picked definitely. I'm sure I picked Wisconsin.
Who else?
Big force. 100% picked Wisconsin. So did you.
Now I'm pissed because tonight Florida, Oklahoma, and I find out all these guys aren't playing for Florida because they're opting out.
And I went Oklahoma on you. So
because Trask isn't playing or whatever, the quarterback's not playing.
Oh, Trask. Well, he's hurt, COVID or what?
No, I heard he's opting out because he's going to be a top 10 draft pick.
Oh. Okay.
Well, maybe not top 10, but he might be a first rounder.
Okay.
The tight end is definitely not.
Tight end is definitely not. Okay.
Just right there. You're too big. It's all good.
All good. Interesting that they don't want to play their last game. I guess I don't know. It's a whole
signing bonus, or you know what I mean? Like imagine you're Kyle Trask and all of a sudden you hurt your knee in this thing and when you're about to be a first round pick.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. I don't.
I get it. It's just it's just got to be hard.
It's got to be. By the way, I did a Zoom on my thing. It's way better on my screen with Zoom. Wow, I must be going blind.
You must have a light on because you're casting a hell of a shadow.
Well, yeah. So I mean, what's the other? There was another game that's on today. What do we got?
Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, because Iowa and Missouri got canceled.
I just love. I'm watching in the backdrop here. It's snowing. The game, and it's Notre Dame and Penn State. Like, I'm just thinking about how different the time was.
You're probably playing on grass.
I mean, obviously they don't throw as much. I mean, I like how the game. Some of the things that are better about the game now, but the time period and how like it was, I like better then. But I like how the game is played now. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I could
see that.
Less politics in football then. You know, I mean,
you were actually allowed to hit people.
You're definitely allowed to hit people. Like if you combine that with the and then like the how the fan base was. Now look, people got fired just like, you know, that didn't change. But the fan base, I think, was like everybody was into it. There wasn't as many distractions. I love how they do. You know, now I know why you used to do the just toss sweep to me all the time because I'm watching this and that's all Penn State does. Toss sweep. Yeah,
just toss it outside, go block people and run.
Yeah, and cut and run. It's so crazy that. Do you know the old? Now I don't know how the new Penn State stadium is. I haven't been there. The old Penn State stadium. I went there for a football camp my freshman year, so that must have been what 88, 9, and every play is toss sweep, and we climbed the stadium. The stadium was like straight up on each side. It was like just straight up into the sky, basically. Obviously, now they make the stadiums much more viewer friendly, I guess, but it was literally straight up to the sky. They have run toss sweep. I just watched 4 times in a row. Toss sweep, and it's amazing because they just pick their way, man. These guys. I just think
let's go.
Yeah, you know what? The defensive players weren't as fast.
No, you put all your, you're just.
You can't do that now. You can't do that. You can't just toss sweep the whole game unless you are so much better. Like, because they're just gonna the DN.
Is what it was come down to. Yeah, the DNs now are line. Remember, everything is transitioned. Like, I feel like you know what I mean. Like linebackers are now D linemen.
Right.
True old school D linemen are now only on the field for first and second down. Maybe.
Well, who changed the game? Miami, man.
Speed.
Yeah, I don't know why I have us here. We gotta get closer. The fans want us closer. We can't be far away.
Speed has totally changed the name of the game. You got players that are bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic.
I actually think if I was
I'm not saying that guys back then couldn't do what are asked of, like some of these guys today. It just wasn't it just wasn't what guys did,
I think I would have been in nowadays game. I think I would have been like a speed D end. Like
right, but that's where the transition has come. You look at guys like a Junior Seau You know what I mean? Like change the name of the game as an outside linebacker.
Like I could have went from
now he'd be he'd be a D end.
Yeah, I probably could have went to like 250 and been like 6'2", 250. Like
right, you're talking talk about the late great Kevin Green, right? Just passed away. He probably was a D end. The fact that he could put his hand up and play that pseudo outside linebacker changed a lot of things.
Yes, so Lawrence Taylor started that whole process.
Correct. And you're talking about the whole idea of defenses packaging now with offenses.
Absolutely.
Like, are you a 3-down linebacker? Okay. Are you like a running back? Are you a 3-down running back? Like everything now is chess match up guys on guys, making sure you're putting the right player. That's why football is great, man. If you're really good at one thing and you get really good at that package, like you're good to go. I think, Belichick does that the best out of anybody. He finds what's really good about a player and utilizes him to that best of his ability. Like, look, you don't have to come in and do all this stuff. I just want you to do this and then go from there,
Right.
I think that's a big change in today's game. Like we talk about, hey, like if you're a wide receiver, like what type of wide receiver are you? Okay, well, can he stretch the field? All right, so he's a big threat guy, or he's a big play guy. Is he an outside receiver? Yeah, he's long, he can go. All right, is he a first down guy? All right, so he can catch the ball and he's going to get me a first down every time. Can he run the jet sweep? Can he do this? Can he do you got an entire route tree of stuff where some guys just run things better than other people. Like it's just what it is. Just because you can catch, an 80-yard touchdown don't mean you can run a speed out. Put guys in the best spot. That's the name of the game today.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, it's
and it's about getting guys to fit your system or what you do well.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. Well, finding guys that fit your system, adapting your system to what you have.
Right.
No matter where you work. Like I think that a lot that's the most important thing probably, right? And then it's cool though. It's interesting to watch. Like, you think something is something when you're kind of growing up, and then when you watch it, you realize, wow, like it's evolved, like how much you evolved and how much you knew versus what you knew back then. You know what I mean? It's pretty darn cool. So it's an amazing thing. Like I love it. I love how the game is now. It just makes it a lot more fun. And anyway, but so Wake Forest is getting beat, right? Then
yeah, they lost. That's a final.
What is that? The Mayo Bowl?
Yeah.
Mayonnaise? What is mayo?
Yeah, mayonnaise.
Oh.
Mayonnaise.
Oh, I love mayonnaise. I can't have it anymore. I'm down to 283, my man. Down 8 pounds.
What's that? 8 pounds in what? How long? How many days?
I would say a week and a half because we had the Christmas in there, kind of spiked me back a little bit. But whoa, there's a big hitting. Spiked me back a little bit. So, But yeah,
once you get through this, like you should be golden because nothing's gonna you don't have holidays. This is when people can go into hibernation and just kind of grind until we come out of the cave and ready for whatever we're gonna be allowed to do. Whenever we're allowed to be able to do it. So who knows?
Yeah, man,
that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, let us eat. Well, we do eat in New Jersey. I'm sorry, I was advocating for New York. Let's do the best to get those vaccines out for the people that need it, and let's start working back. I can't stand when I see 2021 is going to be worse. Why is 2021 going to be worse? We have vaccines coming out. Like, are they planning on dropping more viruses out on the people? I mean, why is it going to be worse than 2020?
The mutation.
What?
The mutation of the virus.
Oh, come on, man.
Like, those are those doomsday people, man. Like, just how about we stay positive and hey, once the vaccines are we'll be good. Things are going to start to kind of get back to whatever. Like, let's hope for just change.
Yeah.
Like, when are we able going to be, when are we going to get to work out with the kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when are we going to get to see the guys again? I mean, it's been almost a month and a half. It's almost 2 months since we've seen our players.
I got to show you this. This is like live and in person. This will make you laugh. I just got to show this to you because this just happened, I guess. Oh, that's basketball. What was I going to say? So you got to see this. This is great. This is right on my Twitter feed. You probably have it right now in your Twitter feed. You just don't know it yet. Mine flies. Okay. There's something on the vaccine. Can you see this? Okay. Barstool Sports puts out. This is the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Okay, that's the trophy. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now watch this. They broke the trophy. Oh, is that crazy?
That's horrible.
I guess the key is don't get your trophy at Amazon.com and just stick Duke's mayonnaise on the top.
What is that? A glass mayo thing on top?
No, let's investigate it. Let me see if we can get any more info on this. I got to be careful with Barstool Sports because they got a lot of wildness on there. But I don't know. I guess that's it. Break the trophy. I mean, that is funny. Yeah, I guess that's the scene. Spin zone. This is a new tradition for the Mayo Bowl. If you win, you must break the trophy.
Interesting.
Is that a joke or? I don't know. That's weird.
Very interesting.
Oh, hello, sir. We have a guest visitor. What's up?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Oh, you're playing games. Okay, you can take that over there, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So, what's up with the Patriots?
I don't know. People are freaking out. It's 1 year.
Yeah, but they've been good for so long, right?
He took over in 2000. So go from there.
Well,
20 years later. They've been a dynasty for.
I think they're freaking out because the fans are thinking Bill Belichick is a great coach, but without Tom Brady, and unless they're going to have prospects of getting a top quarterback.
Well, they have another year like this and they'll get one.
That's true, but that's the NFL now, right? But doesn't mean that even if you get
quarterback in the league, right?
Even if you get a good one, that doesn't mean that you're
doesn't mean it's going to work.
It doesn't mean that you're going to be a championship team again. I mean,
plus, is he going to stay? How many more years does he have?
They won the AFC East. You ready for this? Oh, that's insane.
How many years?
16 out of the last 18 years. And the other 2 years, they were second. Other than this year. So make it 16 out of 19.
And the Bills will win it this year.
Just think how bonkers that is. So he was 2000. They were fifth in the AFC East. Then Brady came in. They won the Super Bowl. They were first in the AFC. Then the next year they were second, 9-7. Then they were Super Bowl champs. Then they had a streak of winning and then losing in the championship game or Super Bowl a lot of times.
Well, that was that Peyton-Brady battle back and forth. Peyton Manning-Brady. You know, Colts, Patriots.
Broncos, I think, were decent at one time. There was kind of a few teams.
But obviously, nobody has been as dominant as they have.
So let's talk about his coaching tree. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
So, look, the guys under him who assistant coaches. Let's go to his assistant coaches. So I guess they're ripping his Patriot ones, not because he has Nick Saban, Mangini. They were all with him on the Browns.
But Mangini was with him on the Patriots too.
Mangini was?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have Saban, was it?
You're talking about guys like what, like Charlie Weiss?
Romeo Crennel was not.
Crennel was with him.
Not with the Patriots.
Yes, he was his DC.
In the beginning?
Or OC. In the beginning, definitely.
He's never been a great head coach.
I'm pretty sure it was Mangini was special teams, Crennel was offense, or Crennel was defense, and Weiss was offense.
Okay, so Al Groh was probably with him with the
Giants.
Browns, because it says assistant coach. It must have been Browns.
Okay.
But I'm not even going to count Al Groh. Romeo Crennel was not a success as a head coach. Great assistant. Nick Saban, I can't count him. Because he was with the Browns. Mangini wasn't horrendous, but he was okay. McDaniels was not very successful as the head coach. Jim Schwartz had some success. He had some success with the Lions.
Yeah. But
then it went downhill. Bill O'Brien had some success. Then it went downhill. Matt Patricia, it was all downhill. Brian Flores he seems to me that has a really good chance. Joe Judge,
very good chance.
The jury's out. So
it's 1 year.
1 year. That's what I'm saying. The jury's out. He hasn't had enough time. His former players that have become head coaches, I don't know if you can count. Vrabel, successful. Kingsbury, modest success.
He hasn't won anything.
Well,
but he has dialed up.
He's losing, but he's not.
He has dialed up two pretty big, jobs.
Well, no. I'm going to talk about getting the job. All these guys had jobs. I'm saying success at that job.
Right. I think he has another year to make a splash.
So Kingsbury, I'm curious what are they this year? What's their record?
They're right on the verge. I think they need things to happen for them to get in.
They're 8-7. Murray must be playing good. He's a good player.
He's a freak.
He is. He is an absolute positive. Just he could do things, the freakiest things. I mean, I told you a story about when he came to the camp as a freshman. And they're like, "We have this quarterback. You're going to see he's 5 foot. I think he might have been like 5'4" at the time or something when he was a freshman." They're like, "But he starts or was playing already as it was something crazy at the school he was at." And I think he transferred to Allen, and that's where he finished. But he was somewhere. He might have been at DeSoto initially, DeSoto High School. I can't remember, but they said he was out of this world. And that was him.
I think he's proven it.
Yeah. So 8-7. What was their record last year in his first year there? Let's see. 2019. 2019 this is his second year, right?
Right.
So in 2019. They were 2, 3, 3-3, 3-5, 3-6, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, 4-9, 5-9, 6-9-1. So 6-9-1, 8-7. Next year's gonna be a big year for him. Ooh, I'm watching the T formation that Lou Holtz gets in goal line. Give me T. That's what Skip used to say when he'd get down there. Give me T. We go right to the T formation, and all of us would be thinking, why did we run this freaking T information?
Because we're going to score a touchdown.
But we'd run the option, off of it. It was pretty effective. It was definitely a change of pace because you didn't see it anywhere else in the field.
Right. That's always different.
You have to specifically it's like when we go to one of our special formations that we go to when we get.
Well, it's just hard to prepare for all that stuff.
Let me see the T. Let me see. Is he going to get in here? Dive option in. Lou Holtz was a great leader. Great leader. One of my favorite leaders of all time. No?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I don't think at that level, I mean, yeah, it's very tough, whatever, but like you said, the ability to lead 18-year-old kids, you know what I mean, have them run through a wall for you, if guys are willing to do that, then sky's the limit, Now he's Lou Holtz's son?
He is, Skip Holtz, yeah.
You ever meet Lou?
Yeah. He spoke at our dinner one year, and he
how come Skip was never on his staff?
He was.
I mean, like
he was his offensive coordinator,
and then said, "I got a break from my dad and go do my own thing."
Yep.
Interesting.
I think he was the OC for a year, maybe, and then he moved
at
on.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. And he came to us.
It
was like a big deal when he got hired because he was. You know how old he was?
It was a name.
Guess how old he was though?
35.
Younger. He was 29.
It's terrible.
Doesn't that make you feel like
if you want to jump off a bridge?
Does it make you think about your life? You say to yourself,
how much I suck.
Like what did I do with my 20s? Does it make you think like that?
Well, I know what I do with mine. I also laugh because I also laugh I laugh because I see some of these guys that are either younger than me or played with me or right around my time. They're head coaches and they've already been head coaches for like 3-4 years, and I'm like, woof.
I mean, I was a head coach at 31. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you look in the league and you see like McVay and Shanahan and these guys. How have you got,
Well, that's simple. I mean, I watched the whole thing of McVay. Literally, he started basically in the pros.
Right.
And
if you stay in that world, then you just, it's not like these guys came from, here, like high school.
I'm going to give you a great example. I'm going to give you a great example because this happened to me in corporate. And if I just stayed there, I was on this kind of wild rise. So by the end of my second year of working out of my MBA program, right away the second I walked in there, I don't know what they liked, but they gave me these really cushy assignments that you could really make a big impact. You can make a big impact, right? I don't know if they like my personality or what. And remember, at corporate, it's not like football where you're trying to win games, so you have to come down hard on people. Really, the key there is, making people feel empowered and that you want to succeed. Now you do break some glass there, but in order to move, but you also have to make them feel good about it, right? So, I mean, there are similarities, but there's no quote unquote losing at the end of it. There's no loss at the end of the day of a game. So there's not quite as much emotion. That's the best way to put it involved.
Got it.
But what was interesting was I realized that pretty quickly. I'm like, man, I just need to be a mover and shaker. So, but my second year, I was making a lot of money and I had moved up. I was in New York City at a new job and I had moved up in that job really high just by putting deals together. And I was like, I'm a rock star. I can't believe I'm a rock. I haven't done anything. People were way smarter than me. The only thing I could do is I could figure out how to put deals together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was kind of the whole key. And the higher ups, when you're in corporate, see, when you're a football coach and you're around other football guys, all football guys are kind of cool guys for the most part. Even if you don't get along with them, they're kind, I mean, they're somewhat like you, you know what I'm saying? Some are really like you, some are somewhat like you, but they all kind of speak that same like they all kind of were
They
pretty
just don't know. They're not in a competitive world on a regular basis like we always are.
but they're like they're cool guys. So when you go into corporate world and you have that kind of good personality and you're a sports, like sports, and you're around a lot of people that are very smart, but they're very smart with their head down, and it's hard for them. Like they need, it's not a translator, but they need someone to go and Andre Johnson. Oh my God, from the U, watching Miami, Ohio State back in the day. It gives you the ability to move up because you realize if you could help this guy accomplish what he wants to accomplish, and this guy, and they like just talking to you about like what it's like to play at a high level. And, when you know certain people, they're very enthralled with that. And it's an advantage, when you're like selling stuff or putting deals together. So I realized that pretty quick. I'm like moving up. I'm like, wow, like I'm not that smart. And then when you run into another, invariably, when you're young, you run into another high executive that also played some sport at a high level. Like my main guy, he was a maniac, and he was cool as hell. In New York City, my big like guy who would introduce me to all these people, he was a fencer, and he came from all kinds of money, and he was an All American fencer, and it was completely different sport. But he was just such a high level of success. And so he loved introducing you to people. Like he loved, like, hey, man, this guy played football, like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, I wasn't a high society guy. He was a high society guy. But like,
Right.
because he did a sport and he was, great at it. And I don't know a damn thing about fencing, the epi and the saber. I don't know anything about it.
No clue.
Yeah. But because of that, like, I'm saying, you had something to talk about, right?
Right.
And you could, so he would bring me to all these things, and I could tell you it was a ton of fun. Like he knew people that were just genius, like literally like geniuses, because he was
just so smart.
He was the personality. Like he was smart, but he was the personality also. So he liked bringing another guy who was personality and could get along with people with him, because it would get more people around him and he would make more deals, So it was just a cool kind of thing. And you start to recognize that like the more of those people you get around.
Yeah, you got to surround yourself with the right people, man.
Right. The more of those guys, like why I like surrounding myself with you, and and the more coaches you get around you that are like-minded and want to do fun things and great things. It makes it cool, So that's how it was at corporate. So what happens is they're looking at fast track guys really fast, and I think the NFL. I'm getting around to what I want. The NFL and maybe even college now, they're looking for the same thing. They're trying to identify those GAs and those assistant coaches that can move up now, and they try to give them everything they can to move up. And the other guys are, position coaches or DFOs or those kind of jobs, and they do those jobs really well. They're the backbone behind the organization, but they're looking for those stars, because those stars will help them win games down the line, and then eventually those guys become head coaches themselves. So That's what I kind of noticed, and that's what I think college and pro, especially pro, is very similar to corporate. Like if you notice CEOs, they're ones that last a long time, but really the majority, I think the average lifespan is like 3 or 4 years, right?
Right.
Of a big corporation CEO. Well, that's pretty similar to what? The NFL, right?
Yeah, very comparable. You think about the average career is what, 3.5 years, 3 seasons?
Right. These are brilliant coaches, get the chance to be head coach, and then whoa. Not that they're not great coaches, they are. It's just that being a
right. Because how often do you see somebody not succeed in one element and then go somewhere else or do something different and then totally, come on back around and they're successful?
Absolutely. It's interesting. I find that part like interesting stuff. Oh, we got We got a couple of our past guys in here. Gals, I don't know if guys are gals, but I'm assuming Justin's a guy. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. And then you like my shadow. It's like, ooh. I like your Boardwalk Beast shirt today.
This 2 days I'm Boardwalk Beast in it for the last 2 days. I think this logo goes hard.
Troy, come here real quick.
Because it's like coming after.
Tell me if you like this logo, and tell me if you have anything that's similar to this. You got to see the hat he has. Look at that. What does he have on? What does Coach D have on? See his shirt? Not me. Stop looking at yourself. Look at. See Coach D. What is he wearing?
Boardwalk feature.
The Boardwalk Beast shirt. Go get your Boardwalk Beast hat. Come on down with that. Show him your Boardwalk Beast hat. I made him a Boardwalk Beast hat. Now you can't. It's hard. You can't put the boardwalk and the beasts on the hat. It's just the.
Is it too big?
It's just the lion on it. It looks pretty hype. So I think we should give everybody from our club that lion as a hat too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know where it is? I'll have to find it for you later. I'll send Coach D a picture.
Tim,
So what do you think the Patriots? What's the hardest part of the Patriots stuff? What makes it? Do you think it's just difficult in general to be successful as a head coach in the NFL, or is the Patriot Belichick style? And we talked about this yesterday. Be true to yourself. Are guys trying to be Bill Belichick? And
I think too many guys try to be something they're not. I think Bill Belichick has never done that. You can tell the guy beats to his own drum, but he has a system in place. And it's actually funny that you brought this up because I literally sat down today and went back and watched Belichick and Saban, the documentary they did together on HBO.
Yeah.
And just listen to them talk. And you know, Belichick, it's so funny because he's like sitting there and he's talking about, how, sometimes he'll get on the plane after a loss and he's looking at all his coaches and all his coaches are doing this and they're typing up stuff and they're this and they're that. And he's like, guys, we lost because we can't tackle. Like it's something so simple, so plain. And you always hear him preach, like, just do your job. Like, sounds like the simplest thing in the world, but just do your job. It's really what it comes down to. If you can get each of your players to play at the highest level they're capable of playing, everybody's on the same page, you're successful. Because if you think about it, like, other than a couple of years here or there, when were the Patriots ever really flashy?
Right.
They just got done what they needed to get done and won games,
That makes a lot of sense.
And look, it's the same reason that, throughout a year, they may have 3 different running backs, 4 different running backs that rush for 100 yards. You know what I mean? Like, there's never they may have some good guys on the team, but it's never more so. It's not about like an individual being that above and beyond. Even the years they've had lights out defenses, never really a big name, once in a lifetime type of player on those teams. I mean, yeah, you had your Teddy Bruschi's, your Vrabels, your Asante Samuels,
right?
You know what I mean? But there are a lot of role players, even the McCourty twins, role guys. You know what I mean? And it almost looked like every time he was about to get somebody who was a big name or somebody was becoming a big name and they were going to have to pay him, it was like, all right, well, you can go somewhere else because I can replace you with somebody else.
Right.
Who was the big – who was it? The big he had a big name outside linebacker that he brought in, I think, the one year from the Ravens. What was it, Thomas? Adalius Thomas, maybe? Was that him? I don't know.
Right.
But it's just like you don't need those guys. I mean, even you think about it, like Revis went there post-Revis Island status. That's where he won his title, Revis said, I'm going to go to the Patriots to win a title. I'm not going here to be, a lockdown corner. I'm just going here to do my job and win a title. Now you can argue that the one staple has been Tom Brady. He's been there from wherever, but is Tom Brady the flashiest guy? No, he just works his ass off.
Right.
I mean, round draft pick for a reason. You know what I mean? He's just, you look at guys that have gotten there like, a Wes Welker. Is he supposed to be as good as he was? Probably not. Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman. Like, are these guys supposed to be stars? Not really. Like, they're just role guys. And I think that's what he's won with. I think that's the way he coaches and things like that. And it's interesting to see because that's not the way of the NFL, yet the guy that's won most consistently doesn't do it the way everybody else does it. So why wouldn't more people try to be that way?
Right. Right.
I just don't think it's what sells, to be honest. Winning sells, but winning in that type of way, I think some teams would rather lose and be flashy.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think that's well.
And it takes a lot to be in those, situations. It's really kind of a question is, would you rather go here, do it this way and win? Or would you rather do it your way and not win and make millions and whatever? I mean, there's also, I think, something to be said that, the Patriots had the most amount of guys that said, I'm not playing this year and used COVID. Now, is it truly because of COVID or is it because they just don't want to, do it Bill's way? Because he's showing, like, if you don't want to do it my way, dude, you can go somewhere else and you can lose. Or you can stay here.
And he was letting him out, right? I mean, he wasn't
he was okay, next guy, next man up.
Right, he wasn't fighting him. I forgot that he did have a lot of people that
most in the NFL.
Right, opted out. So those guys are going to come back, and so they took a little check. They opted out, and then, I mean, I don't know why he. I guess he just figures, this year's kind of a wash. Do the best he can, and then when it comes back, well, he does have a little more leeway than other guys. So
I would think that he's earned that.
You know what I can't take? I have
a quarterback.
What's that? Yeah. Well, everybody needs.
And look, Tom, going from obviously Garoppolo was his next in line, and then they made that move, But look, there's a reason Cam Newton sat as a free agent unsigned for as long as he did. You know what I mean? And I legit think this, and I'm not one of these whatever kind of guys. I think Cam came out strong as hell, but I think this COVID has affected him physically in some way, shape, or form. Because he has not been the same. He just doesn't even look the same. And look, I've never been a fan of his to begin with, ever since he didn't dive on the ground for the fumble in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. But I'm just saying he's not this bad. And you can't put the blame all on him, but he is the quarterback. And, your team goes as your quarterback does. And I don't think he's been the same physically, mentally since COVID got him. Say what you want. I mean, we don't know the long-term side effects and things of that nature, but it definitely has done something to him.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I buy that.
That's what I'm chalking it up to. Some of it, at least some of it.
Matthew Stafford had a false positive. That's right.
Yeah, and his wife wants to sue the NFL because they keep publicizing it, and she's getting pissed.
She is. I'd be mad too, man.
You got it right.
All right, who are the most in the NFL right now? Who are the most important non-QBs in the league? So
Devontae Adams, receiver for Green Bay.
The receiver for Green Bay, Devontae Adams. What does he have?
Hands down. Derrick Henry.
How about
Derrick Henry, running back, Titans.
Derrick Henry, definitely.
DeAndre Hopkins, receiver, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins, definitely.
J.J.
Watt?
Not anymore. Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Tyreek Hill.
That was where I was going next.
Bosa. I don't know. I mean, he's we
said non-QBs, right?
Non-QBs.
Jalen Ramsey, corner for Rams.
Rams. Von Miller.
He hasn't even played.
Well, I'm saying normally who would be is the guys who are.
Isn't it scary though? Like for the most part, you're naming offensive guys
How about McCaffrey?
when he's healthy.
Yeah. How about Julio Jones? Or is he on the downward swing?
He's friggin' hurt.
I'm saying, is he on a downward swing?
I don't know if I'd say downward swing. You're talking like when you know how you got to look at it is you got to go to like you look at jersey sales. Whose jersey sells the most, and who is the non-QB?
Ooh. Top jersey sales.
I would say Derrick Henry, Hopkins.
Derrick Henry, definitely. Hopkins, definitely.
Those guys.
Let's see, 2020 best-selling jerseys.
McCaffrey, I'm sure, is up there.
Do you know who number one is?
Tom Brady.
No, he's two.
Mahomes.
Yes. All right. Can you name the top 10? I'll give you the top 10 here. Who's three?
Aaron Rodgers.
He is 9. Wow. I'll give you a hint.
Hopkins, is he up there?
He's a QB. That's my hint.
Oh, Wilson.
No, he's 4. Wilson's 4. There's one right underneath your nose. Lamar Jackson is 3.
Is Saquon Barkley on there?
A 4 is Wilson. No. 5. Who do you think is 5? I'll give you.
Is there any defensive guys in the top 10?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, number 5 is
How many quarterbacks in the top 10?
1, 2. Not as many as you think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in the top 10.
So
5 is
hang
Tua.
on.
5 is Tua.
Really?
6 is, and now I know why he's TikToking his way. He don't give a crap.
Juju Schuster.
Yep, that's why he don't care.
Nope.
He's banking on those jerseys.
So the top jersey sales.
Yeah, he's 6.
You said number 1 is Mahomes.
That tells you how much the kids like TikTok.
Wait, so hang on. Give me it again. So number 1 is Mahomes. 2 is Brady.
Right. 3 is Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Jackson. 4 is Wilson. Wilson! No!
Love that movie.
Wilson!
5?
Tua.
They just like it because it's a cool name.
He's number 1 also.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Number 6 you said was Schuster. 7.
Josh Jacobs, which I'm surprised at. He's good, but I'm surprised at that.
Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, from the Raiders. Running back. I think he's a running back. I had to look it up. I think he's a running back.
Yeah, he is. 8.
Oh, he was the Alabama running back, right?
Right, but who's 8?
George Kittle.
I was going to say him as one of those big names.
Very popular.
But he's a character.
He's a character. He's funny.
9 is Rodgers.
10 is, Rodgers does so many State Farm commercials. You got to figure his jersey's going to be a hot seller.
And then 10 is
Josh Allen. That's purely off Buffalo, the Bills Mafia, and
well, did you see that they New York just released a statement that they will allow 6,700 fans at Buffalo's wild card game?
Oh, come on. They got a lot more than that, man.
It's Buffalo. They'd have more, like, it's Buffalo. These people need something. 6,700.
I got to get myself all the jerseys of the guys I represent that played in the NFL.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's what should be on your wall behind you.
Yes. We had
and then you should have your college jersey or helmet.
I think my college jersey when the decided to no longer pay my storage bill, and they just confiscated everything. I think all my college stuff was in there.
That's terrible.
I had all my medals and
I have all my helmets.
I had all my medals and trophies in
I
there.
have my high school jersey. I do not have my.
That was my battle to get out of debt, and I just said, you know what? I'm starting a new life. I don't care. All this stuff that I have, I remember it. Nobody else gives a crap about it.
Reset.
My kid's not going to give a crap about it.
Right. Which is kind of what I'm going through right now because I got a storage unit, and that's where all that stuff is.
And you're just paying it every month. I had a huge one with football dummies that were like kind of getting old, and we used the camps and stuff. And at crates, I had the largest storage thing in the place. I had cards from all the events, which would be, by the way, if I kept it, would have been a who's who. But who wants to go through thousands of cards from the events? And then I had furniture, computers that I didn't use. It was just, and then I had all like my personal stuff too in there, but I forgot to get my personal stuff out. And then I was just like, I don't really care anymore. Like does anyone, like if I told the kids that we coached that I have medals from my 8th grade wrestling, does anyone care? No. Do I care that much anymore? No. I remember I was there. So it was more ego. I said, just part with your ego. And actually, I kind of felt, I didn't feel great about it, but I felt
better.
I did feel kind of better. Like it was like, you're not an athlete anymore,
You're on to a new chapter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an athlete, but I'm a former athlete. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, you're right. The jersey thing is cool. So you can put anything you want in these jerseys if you wanted to get. But like you get a jersey and you put your they charge a lot for these jerseys.
Hell yeah!
I bet you there's a nice Chinese knockoff place I can get it from.
I'm sure you can.
I know those are illegal.
Well, I mean, I think about it now. Like you look at these guys and these NFL guys exchange jerseys all the time. So if you really wanted to, and you're playing against all these guys, you have a 10-year career. Just think about the amount of jerseys you could have just based off of, doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, look at how cheap it is. You can get like $37 a Brady jersey. It's bonkers, right?
Throw an autograph on there and it's over.
It's the same exact thing. It's a replica. Like, does anyone even know the difference? I mean, unless Nike called you. I'm sure there's some authenticity thing they have, but.
Well, I'm sure they got to sign some type of waiver.
I don't know. I don't know how it all works. Did the Jets wear camouflage jerseys? Salute to service jerseys or something?
Must just be something to buy.
Oh, that must just be what they put on there. Oh, that's cool.
Marketing tool.
Yeah, they got.
I mean, think about how much money each NFL or the NFL made off of just having a team wear an alternate one game. Think about like when they did that whole, for the years, they were doing the color rush uniforms where, one game a year was a color rush game where, somebody's wearing all black or all purple or all red or, I mean, you got people that are just, fans that are going to go out and buy that stuff just to have it, You throw an alternate in there, guys buying, you think about it, like if you want an authentic one, you're talking probably $100 a jersey times, home, away, alternate, color rush. That's 4 stuff. I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Look, the NFL's not dumb when it comes. The marketing department ain't dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. They know a way to make a dollar.
Hell yeah, they do. I'm trying to see. Like Troy loves. Remember when he came on? He said the best Jets QB. I didn't name on a Jets QB. I was thinking maybe I'll get him all of the past Jets QBs jerseys. Like
you can just wear them.
Oh, he would love that. Like have a different. Because he doesn't really know any other positions other than QB, but because he was like,
Where are you going to start?
is that Jack at quarterback? No, we're on to Owen, Troy. No. We first came to Red Bank. Used to say, "Is that Henry?" Henry, that was when he was like 2.5, 3 years old. Henry was the quarterback we had when he could sit there and know a little bit what was going on. Henry was the quarterback at Indian Hills, and Henry ran the ball basically every play.
You think about what'll be cool is as he gets older, he'll start to know. You know what I mean? Like he'll start to know these guys. And then eventually be the ball boy, so we don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? Like as he grows and continue to do whatever, he can, hopefully continue to know and grow the game, and then hopefully he's calling the plays for you by the time it's whatever.
Well, if I could ever get it, I will never force my own son to do it, but if he does end up liking football a lot and wants to play it. And let's say he played quarterback. I don't know, depends. We'll see what he's good at. But let's say he was playing quarterback. It would be cool as a coach to have your son who knows everything you're thinking going up, like kind of knows your system and stuff, and then knows what you want to do. Like literally clearly knows because he spends all his time with you what you want to do with things. That is like.
Or would he say, Dad, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think I'm more apt to listen. Like some, like Brett Favre played for his dad, and it was tough for Brett because I think they ran the wing T and they never threw the ball. That's why he went to Southern Miss. And basically there was a game where he was like, "Hey Dad, can we throw a ball a little bit? I want to so I get a chance." We get looked at, and his father gave him
He's like, no.
Obviously, it's like an old school thing. Now he ended up going to Southern Miss, and obviously he was unbelievable. But I find that hilarious because you rated him in your top 5. He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time, and his father was his head coach, and they ran that damn wing T. I think Brett Favre ran more than he threw. Or maybe they run wing T or they run option. I don't know what did he run in high school.
Either way, it's scary. It wasn't a pass-happy offense.
And he's the offense coordinator now at where he lives.
Oh, Favre is?
Yeah.
Where is he? He's in the South somewhere, I think, right?
Somewhere, yeah, Mississippi.
Yeah, he was always a Southern boy.
Oh, he lives on a farm. You ever seen it? Like he drives a tractor basically all day.
Which is funny because he played in Green Bay and then, New York and then Minnesota, and now he's a Southern boy. It's warm weather for him. So it's crazy to see these guys where he played and how it just wasn't, conducive to what he, likes. It's funny, but I'd go play for those teams too for that much money.
Brett Favre coached for 2 years. He doesn't coach anymore. He coached for his first 2 years.
I think his daughter was pretty good at volleyball.
Brett Favre's daughter?
Yeah, I think she was pretty athletic.
I mean,
if not, still is.
Is he? No, he's still married, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she forgave him and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Wouldn't you?
I'm not a girl. I don't know. I don't think I'd be forgiven for anything, to be honest. Any transgressions would not be forgiven. But I think it's pretty cool that she did forgive him.
Oh, what else we got here?
Brett Favre at Southern Mississippi threw for 7,700 yards. Pretty good. He threw a ton his first year. He didn't throw that much, but then after they threw a lot. Let me see in high school. Let's see.
He came out. He got drafted by Atlanta, right?
He was second for children.
Wasn't he originally a Falcon?
Yes, he was a baseball player in high school. He played quarterback. He played a million positions. His father ran a run-oriented offense. Favre. He was the head coach. He knew his son had a great arm, but knew that the school was blessed with good running backs. As a result, in the 3 years with Brett on the team, his father ran the wishbone. I was wrong. It's not the wing T, the wishbone. And Wishbone rarely threw more than 5 passes a game. Southern Miss assistant coach who was scouting for football coach watched Favre play after receiving recommendation from nearby coaches, observing Favre mostly hand off the ball. He was set on leaving when suddenly saw Favre throw the ball in such a captivating way that he later described it by saying the ball had smoke and flames coming off of it. Wow.
Sounds about right.
I think that might have been his only scholarship offer. Could you imagine that conversation in that household? Dad, like, do I'm pretty good. Like,
Dad, I'm going here.
I guess I'm going to go to Southern Miss. Well, he's from that area. He's from Gulfport, Mississippi. I don't even know where that is. It must be down in the Gulf, I guess. I don't know. But that's interesting.
Georgia State playoffs tonight.
Football?
High school football. Yep, Grayson is on at 7.
They're still going.
Still going.
Grayson. Oh, man, that's a powerhouse. And I don't know, people just move in there. That's what we want Red Bank to be like.
The quarterback's name is Garcia. He was on Max Preps today, just, kind of.
We need Red Bank to be like Grayson and Buford out there, where the people just move to the town, even though they're somewhere else. They're like, you know what, I'm just going to rent an apartment there and play for that place. Brett Favre had a pretty good career.
You think?
He threw 10,100 passes. That's a lot of passes.
He also had some rocky roads.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He lasted for a really long time.
Right.
His agent, Bus Cook, is now one of the top agents, period. But he only takes a few guys like a year. But he has he sends private planes for the guys and stuff. Like, think of how much he must have made as an agent for Brett Favre.
Oh, God. Think about it. Because he had some endorsements too, right?
Brett Favre probably earned around $300 million in his career. So you multiply, endorsements, you get like 10 to 20% depending on what, they're willing to negotiate. So let's say he was getting 10%. So let's say he did $100 million in endorsements a career. He probably made $10 million off of that. And then off his playing, he probably made 100, 150, 200 million.
Hell yeah.
$10 million off of that. Just best Brett Favre. Once you get Brett Favre as your client, you're getting other, what I'm saying?
You're getting stuff that goes along with it.
Yeah, let's see. Bus Cook, who does he have as clients? Let's see what this guy. Still around, Bus Cook. He's still around. His agent commissions in 2017, he made $13.82 in 1 year.
Whoa.
In agent commissions. That's more than players make. Bus Cook. Bus Cook Sports. Let's see. Dante Jackson. His website's the worst. Myles Garrett. Obviously, Brett Favre. Jamie Collins. Jadeveon Clowney. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Clowney probably made you a good amount off of a deal.
His website looks like it's horrendous. It's horrendous. It's the only way I can put it. It's horrendous. The website is looks like he doesn't need a website. You say his name in the NFL, and the coaches are like Brett Favre, Jadeveon Clowney. He doesn't even list any of his clients outside of those 5 guys. He doesn't even care. He's had so many guys. I mean,
just numbers.
He doesn't take a ton every year.
Well, you can at that point you can be selective.
Cutler was Jay Cutler. Yeah, he's got baseball players. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm saying at that point you can kind of just pick and go, right?
Well, it's not easy to pick because you got your Drew Rosenhauses. You do have to still compete. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find the guys that are like he's in the top 1%, so he's probably the top 10 agents. So those top 10 guys, they kind of, they're working through the top 20 or 30 best players, and he'll be able to say, hey, he has Cam Newton as one of his clients. It's not bad.
No, take it.
He's got a lot of semi-shaky guys. Done. Yeah, he's got good play. That's a lot of money, though. He makes a lot of money. He's an older guy, 60s.
I'd say so.
So, anyway, what else we got going on?
Offensive coordinator for Clemson will not be coaching in the bowl game because he's got COVID. Tony Elliott.
Oh.
Does that matter?
Does that matter? I don't think it may. Who they playing?
Ohio State.
The first round of Ohio State. I think it matters. I mean, who's taking on play calling?
Next guy in line? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I'm dying.
Or charge it.
No, I don't know where the charger is.
Oh, it's upstairs.
No.
Well, I'll find it for you after I'm done.
No.
Say hi, Troy. Bye-bye. Say bye, Troy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me if you like this jersey, Troy. Wait, no.
Yes.
Hold on. I have it in the. I had it.
I like the green one.
Yeah, they're all green ones, Troy. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at here. We're looking at You like this one?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Green on green?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can get. I have some stuff. Oh, how about this one? That one. That's
Yes.
cool. All right, we'll get you that one. All right, see you later. Pound it.
When you go your pockets, can I buy you?
Not here, no. But I'll get you some. All right. Well, I think it's a wrap, man. You got anything else?
Sounds good. No, man. Like, game tonight, and we'll discuss tomorrow. Oklahoma or Florida. Here we go.
Troy wants to get on. Troy, what do you want to discuss? He
wants to know where his charger is what he wants to know.
Give me a topic. He just asked me if he can get on. What's your topic?
Troy,
I got it. We're gonna go to the top selling jerseys. You tell me which ones you like best. Come on over here. Let's pull it up so the fans can see it too. I have it up already. So, and then Derek,
tell us which ones.
Derek will tell us his favorite too. All right. Here we go. All right, that's the top selling jersey. Do you like it or dislike it? This one.
Like it.
Okay. How about this one?
Like it.
You like it. All right. How about this one?
I don't like it.
No, purple. How about this one?
I like it.
You like that? That has a little green in it, right?
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, I like to see
I go 4, 10, 2. Those are my top 3.
What are your favorite? 4, 10, and 2. I thought you don't like blue.
I like the Bills though.
The Brady jersey's hype. It really is.
Those are awesome.
The gray one's sick.
It's actually, I looked up the color of it. I think it starts with a P. It's like PW Puerto something is the actual name of the color. It's like a graphite gray, because I looked it up. It's like it's interesting.
Pewter.
That's it. That's what they're wearing.
Pewter.
Daddy,
You don't like this one, the Dolphins one? No.
Right. I like the Dolphins.
He likes Juju Smith-Schuster's jersey. Good. You can start doing his dances.
Of course.
Okay. How about this one?
I like it.
Oh, you like the black? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean that one goes. Yeah.
The Raiders is great jersey.
Like it.
I used to have a Bo Jackson. I don't know what happened.
That would be an awesome jersey to have.
I had it for years. I don't know what happened to it.
Like it.
I
like it.
George Kittle. You like the George Kittle, the red? Yeah, that's a good jersey.
Man, of course I like this.
Of course, you like the Aaron Rodgers. Should we get an Aaron Rodgers jersey? No, that's not the Jets. That's the Packers. Do you like the Packers? I don't know. They're green.
I do. I like cheese.
They're cheeseheads. They call them cheeseheads. Really? They're called cheeseheads. I'll show you.
You should get him one of those hats.
Yeah, you should want a cheese. I'll show up and cheese. Let's see if we can find cheesehead. How about the blue one? You like this one?
No.
No. Okay. So you like?
Yeah, I definitely like Seattle's. Even though I don't like blue, I like the accent.
That's the Bills. That's Josh Allen.
Why is it from a J?
Jay. What's his name? Starts with a J. His name is Josh.
Josh
This is the best player in the NFL right now. Mahomes. All right.
We'll play this weekend.
Let's see if we can find you a cheesehead.
Cheesehead.
Cheesehead, Green Bay. Yeah, let's see if we can find a cheesehead for you.
There you go.
Cheesehead. They don't show your cheese.
There you go. There's a cheesehead for you. That guy's a cheesehead.
No, I don't want a cheesehead.
No?
I think it's better than a Fireman Ed hat.
You like the cheesehead? You don't like the cheesehead? Look at this cheesehead right here. Look at that cheesehead.
I don't want a cheese on my head.
You don't want cheese on your head?
Uh-uh.
You don't want to be a cheesehead?
No.
All right.
All right, you're gonna be an unhappy
That's
fan.
Troy said. I said maybe I should get him on.
All right, Troy.
See you later. Great job, Troy, in the show again. Once again, money on the show. You know, you're an underrated podcaster, Troy. You should be making what Ryan's World makes.
Poor kid is gonna be an underrated. He's gonna be an unhappy Jets fan his entire life.
Yeah, maybe we can move him to Packers. No, all right, keep it the Jets. I'm gonna get you a Joe Namath jersey. Maybe I'm gonna look for Kenny O'Brien, man. He played in the 80s. Do you know what era it is now? Do you know what year we are? 20 what? 20? 2020.
No, it ended 2020.
This is ending 20. It'll be 2021. So he played in the 80s. You know how long ago that is? Almost 40 years ago. Your dad was a kid then.
Is it Marilla James?
Is who? Marilla? Who's Marilla James? I don't even know who that is. Oh, hey. I don't even know what he's talking about sometimes.
Marilla James?
Yeah, I'll just go over there and go get. Just cut me.
Freedom.
Losing his mind.
The energy, there it goes. It's going, right?
Getting stir crazy.
They're crazy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. Well, that's it for today. We went through halftime.
Hello, who's this?
All right.
Who's this?
Goodbye.
Oklahoma, Florida.
Yeah.
All right, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Florida tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Tonight. So we'll see.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye, Troy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.